Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're tackling something I know a lot of you are interested in: food and nutrition.
Always a hot topic.
It really is. We found this really intriguing blog post from kianmeng.org called Notes on Dieting, Part 47. Is food aesthetic equally important to flavor and nutritional values?
Oh, interesting title.
Right. And the blogger who wrote it refers to himself as an old software plumber.
So not a nutritionist then.
Not professionally, no, but they've been chronicling their entire weight loss journey on their blog. And this particular post really caught our eye because it dives into the connection between how food looks and its overall appeal.
Yeah, that's something we don't always think about, right? We focus so much on taste and maybe the nutritional content, but the visual aspect is often overlooked.
Exactly. And this post actually analyzes a specific meal, breaking it down both visually and nutritionally.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's on the menu?
Well, picture this: a bed of rice topped with seaweed, chicken, edamame beans, corn, tomato, and a perfectly halved hard-boiled egg.
Wow, that sounds pretty colorful, like a rainbow on a plate.
It really is. But the big question is it as healthy as it looks?
Right, because a visually appealing meal doesn't automatically equal a nutritious one.
Exactly. And that's where the blogger's analysis gets really interesting. They argue that visual appeal actually has a direct impact on taste perception.
Oh, I've heard of that. Like, if something looks appetizing, you're more likely to enjoy it.
Yes, that's the idea.
Here.
Have you ever noticed that yourself? Like when you see a beautifully plated dish, it just seems to taste better.
Oh, absolutely. It's like my brain is already anticipating something delicious.
Mine too. And there's actually a psychological reason for that. Apparently, visual cues, like bright colors and artful arrangements, they kind of trigger our senses.
They set the stage.
Yeah, they set expectations for a more satisfying experience. So basically, we're primed to enjoy the food even before we take a bite.
Our brains are getting a head start on the whole enjoyment process.
It's like a mind trick, but a delicious one.
I like it.
And speaking of delicious, this blogger actually breaks down the nutritional value of each ingredient in this meal. They start by highlighting the fiber from the seaweed and the edamame beans.
Fiber is so important. And it's not just about quantity, but the type of fiber you're getting. Like, seaweed's a great source of soluble fiber, right?
That's right. It's been linked to some pretty impressive health benefits, like better cholesterol levels and blood sugar control. This old software plumber seems to know what they're talking about.
Sounds like it. What else is in this super meal?
Well, in addition to the fiber, there's protein from the chicken, carbohydrates from the rice, and of course you get vitamins and minerals from the veggies, and healthy fats from that perfectly halved hard-boiled egg.
It's like they've thought of everything. It's a really balanced meal. I'm especially impressed that they included things like seaweed and edamame. Those aren't always the first ingredients that come to mind when people are trying to eat healthy.
I know, right? It's a nice change from the usual protein, carb, veggie formula. Another thing that struck me was their emphasis on making healthy choices, especially when eating out. They really stress the importance of choosing less processed foods whenever possible.
That's good advice. It's so easy to get tempted by those rich, creamy dishes when you're at a restaurant.
Tell me about it. Like a constant internal battle.
I hear you. But remember, making informed choices doesn't have to mean sacrificing enjoyment.
That's what I struggle with. It's finding that balance between eating healthy and still enjoying my food.
And that's where this blogger's message really resonates. They're showing us that healthy eating doesn't have to be bland or boring. It can be visually appealing, delicious, and nutritious all at the same time.
That colorful meal is proof of that. And it really challenges us to rethink those assumptions we might have about healthy food.
It encourages us to be more adventurous with our food choices and approach healthy eating with a more open mind.
And an open palate.
Absolutely.
You know, it's pretty cool that this old software plumber is so into food and nutrition.
Right. It just goes to show that people's interests can really go beyond their professions.
Definitely. And I like that they're so open about the struggles of healthy eating. It makes it seem more relatable, you know?
Oh, they're not pretending to be some kind of health guru.
Yeah, they're just a regular person trying to figure it all out like
Well,
the rest of us.
And that makes their insights even more valuable, I think, because they're speaking from experience.
Exactly. This post really got me thinking about all the factors that go into our food choices. Like, the blogger focuses on visual appeal, but what about our other senses? Do you think things like smell and texture play a big role too?
Oh, for sure. I mean, all of our senses work together, right?
Right.
To create that whole eating experience. Think about the smell of fresh bread
Oh, yeah.
or the crunch of a crisp salad. Those sensory cues can definitely influence how much we enjoy our food.
It's not just about what we see on the plate then. It's also about the smell, the feel, even the sound of the food when we bite into it.
Exactly. The more senses a dish engages, the more satisfying it's likely to be.
That's so interesting. So you're saying if we want to eat healthier, we should also pay attention to how our food appeals to all of our senses.
It could definitely help. Because if healthy food is also a sensory delight, we're more likely to crave it and stick with it.
That makes a lot of sense. We often talk about making healthy food look good, but we don't always consider the other sensory aspects.
It's like we're missing out on a whole other dimension of enjoyment.
And speaking of enjoying, this blogger's approach to creating that colorful meal kind of reminds me of a symphony. They've orchestrated all these different colors, textures, and nutrients. Even the circular arrangement on the plate was interesting to me.
You know, that circular arrangement could be about more than just aesthetics.
Really?
Yeah, it could be a subtle way of encouraging portion control.
Oh, how so?
Well, by visually dividing the plate into sections, it kind of helps you be more mindful of how much you're eating.
Wow, I never thought of it that way. So the presentation itself can actually be a tool for mindful eating.
Exactly. It's just another example of how the way we present food can have a big impact, not just on our enjoyment, but also on our eating habits.
This is making me rethink how I put together my own WN meals. Maybe I should pay more attention to the arrangement and presentation.
It's definitely worth experimenting with. You might be surprised at how even small changes can influence your perception and even your portion sizes.
This whole deep dive has been so eye-opening. It's amazing how much thought this blogger has put into their journey.
I know. They've really taken something as complex as nutrition and made it both informative and de-inspiring.
And they've given us a lot to think about too. Not just about what we eat, but also how we experience it with all our senses.
Absolutely. It's been a really rich exploration of food and its connection to our overall well-being.
Well said. And with that, we've come to the end of today's deep dive.
We hope you'll continue exploring these ideas on your own.
Yeah, pay attention to the colors, the aromas, even the sounds of your next meal. You might discover something new about your own sensory preferences.
Until next time, happy eating, everyone.
Bon appetit. I'm still kind of amazed that a software person is the one who got us thinking about all this.
Me too. I guess it shows that you don't have to be a professional chef or nutritionist to have valuable insights about food.
Right, this blogger proves that anyone can be passionate about healthy eating. It's really about being curious and open to learning, no matter where that knowledge comes from.
Exactly. And their passion is contagious, isn't it?
Totally. Makes me want to experiment more in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's inspiring. This deep dive has definitely got me thinking more about mindful eating, too.
Same here. The blogger's focus on visual presentation is a great starting point, but we shouldn't forget about the other senses either.
Right, like we were talking about before, it's that whole symphony of smells, textures, even sounds.
And those can vary so much from person to person, right?
Oh, absolutely. What one person finds appealing, another might not. It's subjective.
True. So I guess there's no right way to approach healthy eating.
I don't think so. It's really about finding what works for you, what you enjoy, and what makes you feel good.
And that might take some experimenting, right?
Definitely. Listening to your body and paying attention to how different foods make you feel, both physically and mentally.
Well, this has been a really fascinating deep dive. We've learned about nutrition, the psychology of taste, and the importance of engaging all of our senses when we eat.
We even talked about how the way food is presented can affect our portion control and even our mindset.
It's amazing how much we've unpacked from just one blog post. Hopefully this has inspired all of you listening to think a little deeper about your own relationship with food.
Yes, remember, every meal is a chance to nourish your body and your senses.
So the next time you sit down to eat, really savor every bite.
Engage all your senses.
And appreciate that amazing connection between food and well-being.
Until next time, happy eating, everyone.
Bon appetit.